Hello, welcome back to my channel, Mel Stampin' Gallery. I'm Melanie, your close to my heart maker. And for today's video, it is a Makers with Heart mystery envelope challenge. And I'm really excited because this is my first one as a designer with the Makers with Heart group. And this month's challenge comes from Julie. And she says, I thought it would be fun to bring back a challenge we did a while ago. This month, let's see who can get the highest score. So I'm going to try to get the highest score. My family just got back from Disneyland, so I had to add in a Disney element. I've also included some Let's Party paper, and we are going to use the following point system to see who can earn the most points for their project. So add 1 point for each paper collection you use, and she did include the Let's Party here. And 1 point for each stamp set you use, 3 points for each technique you use, and I like techniques, so maybe I can get a lot of points on that one, and add 5 points for using the Let's Party papers included in the envelope, and 10 points if you include the little Mickey. Isn't that cute? In your project. It could even be a hidden monkey. Hidden Mickey, sorry. Have fun. So that challenge actually reminded me, as I was doing this page from last week, you may recall this was my sketch challenge with Erin in our Crafty Bunch group in our video last week. And I actually, this one would have fit the mystery envelope quite well. So what I decided to do was make the companion page to go along with that layout for the mystery envelope this month. So let me clear this out of the way and let me show you what I'm thinking. So I really like this inspiration piece in the current catalog, which is the January to February catalog. And this is from the Let's Party collection. And I love the grid layout. And it uses the paper that Julie included. So I thought that would be fun. And because this layout actually had kind of a grid pattern here, I thought that that would make a nice companion page to this layout. So let me move this aside and bring in what I've been working on so far. So if we put these next to each other, you can see that these would make a very nice companion page. The squares, draw over the squares from up here in this corner, and the photo square sizes, which are 3x3s, and these are cut to 3x3 here as well. So I think that's going to make a very nice companion. All right, so let me show you what I've been doing so far. So according to this inspiration piece, for the base, they've got the pattern paper and the solid cardstock. So I am doing that, but just in the opposite direction, and I do have my bluebird. And instead of using a full sheet of 12 by 12, I cut that down to 8 inches by 12. So I'm just going to lay that on my mat here to make sure that's nice and square. And then I'm taking my pattern paper and lining that up with the other 12 inches. And then I'll adhere this down here, and that will make my base page. And then this piece has black around the edges, but because I had a lot of pink on my other page, and there's a lot of pink in the pictures, I took my ballerina cardstock, and I'm going to use that for the frame. And that is at 10.5 by 10.5. And you notice I did cut out the inside of that, so I can have some extra for mats around the pictures if I need them. So that's going to go in the center like that. And then the white daisy cardstock, which I think is, yes, 10 by 10. That's going to go here, like so. But before I adhere any of this down, I want to do a technique or a treatment on my white daisy. And on my companion page, what I did was I spritzed the ballerina shimmer trim on the background. So I'm going to do that on this. So I've got my ballerina shimmer brush, and I'm just going to squeeze a little bit out onto my all-purpose mat here to get like a little puddle, like so. And I want to move all this out of the way so I don't get that spritzed. And pick up some, and then just go around and splatter my page. And I like to do it with both directions, so the splatter's going in different directions. If I use my one hand all the time, it seems like they all go in the same direction. So let's see, we've got that. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but boy does it sparkle and shine. And I'm going to take this black polka dot zip strip from the Let's Party collection, and we're going to add that to our layout. I like adding these zip strips to kind of give a definition when you have two pattern papers or a pattern piece and a plain piece of cardstock up next to each other. I think it kind of helps to give it a little bit of definition between the two, kind of covers up those raw edges. So there, we've got that. And then I've got my piece of prepared kind of the frame, which that's going to go like so. The sample in the catalog has 4 photos around the on the inside and the middle of each side, and then the pattern pieces on the outside. I think I'm going to do something a little different. I want my main photo here in the center, and I haven't decided what that photo is going to be yet, but I just got this postage frame Thinlit from the catalog, and this one continues to go in stock and out of stock very quickly. So I will put the link for it down below. So make sure you check to see if that is still available if you want that, but it will be coming back. I know that. So I think I'm going to put that with a photo here in the center. I've got a placeholder here, and it fits a 3x3 photo. So isn't that fun? So I think I'm going to do that. And then my pattern pieces, I'm going to bring some of those same squares that I had from the other side. I think they're going to go around the photo, maybe like so. So the postage frame will overlap that. And this one on the bottom, I'll have to fiddle with that a little bit and see how that works. And then in each of the corners over here, I will put another photo, the 3x3 photos here. And let's see, I don't have another placeholder, but I have to know. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, I don't have it. Now I've got the photos printed out and the pattern papers cut and placed where I want them, and this little postage frame. So I think I'm going to take my Barely Art glue and glue that down. Put that around the edges, like so, and then slide it into place. Now the next thing I was going to do is put down all these pattern pieces, but before I do that, I want to, since I inked up the edges over here on the companion side, I want to do that on this side. And to do that, I'm going to just take my intense black ink and swipe on the edge of the cardstock. And I'm not sure, is this considered a technique that I can add to my points? Maybe. All right, I'm going to finish those up and then I will be back. Now I can start playing with some of the embellishments. I'm going to put some embellishments on some of these pattern pieces here, but one of the things I did up here, let me tell you about this. I cut the bow out of the package. Can you see that little package right there on our digital art? And I did that because I was talking to my friend Donna. Hi, Donna. And she was telling me today that when I did this companion page, she said she was sitting there yelling at the screen. She said, put a bow on the package, put a bow on those little squares. And I came back and I looked at it and I thought, she's right. I can totally do that. So, Donna, thank you so much for the suggestion. Glue and tacking that on to the package for the bow. See if I can get that lined up. Perfect. Over here, I've got the cake that I cut out from the digital art collection. And what I did with that one, the cake on the digital art had the cake decoration had 3 candles, so I just ungrouped it and I just deleted those images that I didn't want so that I just had the 1 candle. So I'm going to put that there. And then I've got the present from the acrylic shapes that I think I'm going to put there. And let's see, down here, I've got a couple of the balloons stamped from the, what's the name of that stamp set? The Let's Party Scrapbooking stamp set. So I've got the balloons and the hat I think I'm going to put down here. And then over here, let me show you what I'm going to do. All right, over here what I want to do is create kind of like a little subtitle page. So I've got a little tiny square that measures 2.5 by 2.5. And I'm bringing in my Misty. And I'm going to stamp in the corner here. I've got the words, "It's your," and that comes from the Stampin' Thing Cuts, the Let's Party, the card making stamp set. So I guess that's 2 stamp sets that I've used, and that was one of the things in the mystery envelope. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up the "It's Your," and I've got the little balloon string here too. I'm using my intense black ink. Drop that down. And stamp that. Let's get that a little bit darker. That's the nice thing about the Misty. If you don't like it the first time, you can always do it again the next one more time. Yeah, that's better. All right, and that stamps in an outline image. So I want to take, let's see, the tri-blend marker. Let's start with the darkest shade of the pale pink. And I'm just going to color each one of those letters in halfway. Let's go with the mid shade and do the rest. And down here I want to stamp the word "day" from that same stamp set, and that was all one stamp with these little chevrons on the side. I didn't want those, so I actually did a little stamp surgery and cut those off, which you can do that. It doesn't hurt your stamps, and if you wanted to stamp again with it, you could just put them together on your block. Okay. And the stamp set also has this tiny little star. I'm just going to add a couple little stars onto that as well. So first I'm going to use the Sundance, clean that off. And then I'm going to also do one of the stars in Jade. Okay, I think I've got everything on here I can possibly get on here. Except one little thing. Julie included this little punch out of a little Mickey Mouse. So I'm going to include it right there because it really kind of does fit with the theme. And that gives me 10 points. Okay, let's see how we did here on our mystery challenge. Let's see, 1 point for each paper collection that you used, and I just used the one paper collection, and that was the Let's Party. 1 point for each stamp set that you used, and I used the Let's Party card making stamp set, and I also used the Let's Party scrapbooking workshop, so that's 2 points. Add 3 points for each technique you use. So I sponged the edges of my pattern paper, so that's 1. I splattered, if you recall, with the shimmer brush. And let's see, masking I used down here on the hat. The hat is all 1 stamp, and I masked off and stamped it in 2 different colors. So that's 9 points. 5 points for using the Let's Party paper. So that's 5 points for that one, and 10 points if you included Mickey on your project, which I did include down here at the bottom. So that gives me a total of 27 points. So thank you so much, Julie, for this mystery envelope challenge. I really enjoyed it and trying to get my brain thinking about different things that I can add to my scrapbook pages. So let me bring this up so you can see that a little closer up. I did add some fake faux stitching with my black Le Pen. The inspiration had it in white, but my white gel pen doesn't work real well. So I did add that and a few little stickers in the corners. So yeah, let's bring in that other page to see how well they go together. Yeah, I like that. So if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a video. All the links are listed down below in the description box, and you will find links to my social media pages and also to my Close to My Heart website and any other links that I have with products that are available at the time of this filming. So thank you so much for joining me. Oh, and don't forget to check out the playlist down below for all the other Makers with Heart videos. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time here on YouTube.